Good morning. Welcome, COMIT community. So many faces I recognise out there. I think Jackie, Glenn, we need to get you a desk here, I think, don't we? But lovely to see some new faces as well. Bit of housekeeping. We don't have any fire alarms planned, so if you do hear it, it's real. Exit through the fires, escapes, and the muster point is in the centre of the car park outside that you came through. If anyone feels unwell today, please let any of the hosts know. We do have first aiders on hand and a nurse and a doctor on site as well. So from JCB, you've got a very big agenda today. So I know that you're going to be up against time, so I'll pass over very quickly. We're in a very turbulent and traumatic time at JCB at the minute, as many businesses are. Cost inflation's high, far higher than the retail stats that you see in the press. The manufacturing cost inflation is significantly higher than that. And we're in a global supply crisis. Many of our suppliers can't supply us on time. So just-in-time manufacturing is completely out the window at the minute. So we're in a bit of a traumatic time. But an exciting time too. So exciting in product innovation. And fits in very clearly of what you're talking about today, is the future and finding a better way. So I'm going to pass over to Joe Hilton, who's going to talk to you about electric and a peek behind the curtain of hydrogen. We'll also have a presentation later on from Jack Howard on our LiveLink telematics system. And we'll also, after lunch, we'll have a tour of the story of JCB upstairs. We haven't got time to take you around our factory today. There's a lot of operational things going on there, so we can't take you around there today, and we haven't got the time really. So that's your agenda from JCB. I will pass you over to Joe Hilton. Enjoy your day.
Good morning all. My name is Joe Hilton. I'm the sales manager for Electric and Industry Solutions. And it's a pleasure to be with you this morning. This morning I want to take you through JCB's Road to Zero. And as it was said earlier, I want to spend most of the time today talking about the here and the now and why we're doing it. So firstly, why are we doing this? It's the Climate Change Act. In 2008, an 80% reduction was put for 2050. It was then updated just before COVID in 2019. And there you can see on the graph, it's essentially brought the target forwards by 15 years to get to net zero, which is huge for us. And that means we've all got an obligation to find a way to get there. And a lot of the time when I'm out and about, people ask, what are the benefits of electrification? Firstly, there's the obvious, zero emissions at point of use. Again, low noise. We've seen one of the benefits we never thought we were going to have with electric, which was near silent. If you look at our compact telehandler, the 525, it is 10 decibels quieter than its diesel counterpart. However, it's 50% quieter in cab for the operator. So a huge benefit. Super smooth controls. All of our electric machines now have electro-hydraulic controls. And a big part of our e-tech journey when we started this, probably 6-7 years ago now, was that they have to have equal performance to be able to do a full day's work. It's pointless making products if they cannot do the job of their diesel counterpart. Otherwise, we can't make commercially viable products to do the job. I'd like to show you a short video with the amount of change it takes us with our 7 electric products to go from a diesel to an electric. So here you can see it's not as simple as just taking an engine out and putting a battery in. It's a lot more than that because of the electric systems and how they work with the hydraulics. JCB was first to market in 2018 with our 1.9 ton mini excavator, which you see on the left-hand side here, right-hand side. And in 2021, we updated it to be the first mini excavator with a heated cab available. We then launched our industrial forklift, the first electric forklift that we've ever done. and that has lead acid batteries in it. And the big innovation with this, it's a high capacity machine with a low size. And with this, the back of it, the batteries weigh 1.5 tons, which allowed a smaller counterweight on the back. So we've got innovation as we've gone through to make these electric products. We've learned as we've gone along. We also now have a range of electric scissors, which is the industry norm. And then the big jump was in October 2021, we launched 4 new electric products. The 0.5 ton dumpster, the power packs, which is JCB's view of a generator. If we electrified a generator, what would it look like? And this is the idea. What we came up with is a box full of batteries. If you take your iPhone, the small chargers you have for your iPhone, this is 3,000 times the size of that. And it's got a range of uses for off-grid energy supply, so you can charge the machines off-grid, or it can be used as an energy source or a backup to a generator or an additional. So if you have a generator, you have a smaller one on site, and you can have the power pack, which can do the overnight work, so you have near silence overnight for doing security lighting. And then, due to customer demand, we had a 1.9 ton mini excavator. However, for people working indoors, we didn't have a solution for a dumper. So now we have a 1 ton site dumper, which gives the perfect partner to the 19C for indoor working. And then finally, and centre on this photo, we've got our 52560 all electric telehandler. This is a 2.5 ton, 6 metre telehandler. And again, the big innovation with this is it looks the same as normal. We've tried to not do what BMW had done, which has completely changed the look of it, especially in older industries where people are less open to change. We've tried to keep it as similar as possible, so the side engine pod's the same, it's got the same visibility, the same dimensions, the same shape, and it's now 30 kilograms lighter thanks to the battery. And with all these machines, we have fast charging capability, apart from the dumpster and the tele truck. All of these can be charged with a JCB fast charger, giving you charge times of under 2.5 hours, making sure that it can do a full day's work and be charged up throughout the day and in and around the breaks. This is our strategy for our compact machinery. You will see in this photo there's no larger machinery. And with JCB, we've tested larger machines on electric, and for us, a big part of when we electrify machines is about looking, can they do the duty cycle, and using LiveLink to look at when we electrify machines, is it possible for them to do the job? And what we found with our larger machines, their duty cycles are much longer. All the machines you see here have an average working day, constant working day of around 2.5 to 3 hours. As we go up the energy bracket and the energy demand, we see that the cycle times are far longer. And that's where our engineering team were challenged to come up with another solution. JCB is, as you've probably seen on the news, and it was at the pageant, we had our first on-road experience for our hydrogen backhoe at the weekend. And we are developing a hydrogen internal combustion engine, which we are investing 100 million into. And we believe this is our long-term strategy for our heavy line and larger equipment to be able to get to net zero by 2050. Hydrogen, we are currently developing this technology. It is not in the market today, and we hope for it to be in the near future into the market. And that is it for me, so I'll hand over to Jackie.